Hey everybody, Jim here, and I'm just gonna recount a conversation I had earlier today with my girlfriend. So I go to pick her up at about 9 o'clock this morning from the train station. She's coming to spend the day with me. And, I pick her up and I ask her if she's hungry, if she'd like to get maybe a little bit of breakfast before we go home. She says, yeah, I'd like that. So we're trying to think about places to go, and I recommend that we go to a place called Mr. Donut. This is a pretty popular, chain of donut shops in Japan. We can get some donuts and some coffee. That sounds good. And she agrees. She says that sounds good. So off we go to Mr. Donut. We get there. I'm pulling up in the parking lot, and she says to me, I think I might get some noodles. And this gave me pause. I'm, thinking to myself, does she want noodles later this afternoon, or does she want me to get some instant noodles on the way home? So I ask her, I'm like, oh, you want to get noodles later? Says no, I think I might get some noodles here. And that didn't really register with me. So I'm like, it's a donut shop. They're not gonna have noodles. And she says, no, they have noodles. Let's go inside. I think she's fucking with me because I've been to Mr. Donut a number of times. I've never seen noodles on the menu, or at least I never cared to look for noodles on the menu at a place called Mr. Donut. But we get inside. And there's all the donuts all lined up, and sure as hell, right next to where all the donuts are, there's like a little placard showing you all the different kinds of noodles you can order in Mr. Donut. Which this was really, really weird to me. Why the hell? What about the name Mr. Donut suggests that they're serving noodles in there? I don't understand. But I just kind of, keep it to myself. I'm confused, but I'm not really going to say anything. I just get my donuts and I get my coffee and I go have a sit down. And, about a minute later, my girlfriend joins me, and I guess she thought better of it and got herself some donuts as well, which I think was a logical choice. But I still can't come off it. And so I'm kind of like intrigued. I'm like, why the hell would they have, noodles like noodles like ramen or something at a donut shop? And she was like, I don't know, they just do. And I was like, but don't you think that's kind of odd to have noodles at a place called Mr. Donut? And she says, no, they've always had noodles. And I'm like, that's not really my point. If they've been doing something odd for a long time, that doesn't make it any less odd. The name Mr. Donut. It's counterintuitive to have noodles at a donut shop. If I was someone unfamiliar with Mr. Donut and I'm driving down the street saying to myself, I'd like to get some noodles. Let me find a place that has noodles. I'm gonna drive right past Mr. Donut because who the hell is gonna think there's noodles in there? But she keeps pressing. No, it's not odd. They have noodles. They just do. Every Japanese person knows this. And I'm like, but it is odd. I'm trying to put it in perspective for her. I'm trying to get her to see things from my point of view. And I'm telling you, imagine you're walking down the street, hypothetically, and you run into a friend of yours. And you run up to him and you're like, hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, not bad. How are you? No, not much. What are you up to? Where are you off to? Oh, I'm heading down to Mr. Donut. Oh, that's cool. What are you gonna get over there? Noodles. That's not a conversation that makes a whole lot of sense on paper. That's odd. And she's like, no, it's not odd. Mr. Donut does have noodles. I'm like, yeah, but you're not understanding. I'm like, it's like, imagine it this way. Let's say you're walking down the street. You run into that same friend. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, not bad. How are you? Where are you off to? Oh, I'm heading down to Pizza Hut. Oh, that's cool. When are you getting at Pizza Hut? Oh, I'm going to pick up a dog. you see why that's strange, right? And she's like, well, yeah, that's strange. They shouldn't have dogs at Pizza Hut. I'm like, exactly, and they shouldn't have noodles at Mr. Donut. She says, but they do have noodles at Mr. Donut. And yeah, I had nothing to say after that.